Alright, so I love to do reactions like this where we step back in to the Prince multiverse, the Prince ecosystem, if you will, because the impact he's had on so many amazing artists is undeniable and his influence runs deep everywhere. And today we're going to be listening to three such artists who we're all intimately familiar with. We're going to be checking out Sheila E., Girl Meets Boy, Jill Jones, I Miss You, and Morris Day, Over the Rainbow. And I believe all three of these tracks today are tribute songs for Prince. Super excited to check these out, but before doing so, a huge thanks to Kenneth the Serenader for making these requests. But now, let's jump into it. Let's see what direction Sheila decides to go. Full drumming, full vocals. Maybe she's the one playing piano right now. And those are some fierce chords. Very in your face.
I was just a girl, and when I saw your face, you were just a boy. But you.
What's that song? This is Girl Meets Boy. There's another one like Boy Meets World or something. There must be a chain of songs we could like link together in that vein.
Just a boy, but you rock my world, and deep inside I know that I did the same. I let your love rain down on me.
The Purple Light.
I let your love rain on me.
And the rain, Purple Rain, right? All of these references.
Yesterday, a memory we'll cherish. Oh, is this a dream? I don't wanna wake up. I wanna be with you. Welcome to my world. When you left, it rained down on me.
Oh,
When you left, it rained on me.
wow. It is so emotional.
You were just a boy, and when you saw my face, I was just a girl.
I love the collision of these huge piano chords with her emotional vocals. Though they kind of move together directionally, it feels just like a lot of kind of potential energy is becoming kinetic in the way that they fit together. And I'm not going to go any further into my physics descriptions. When we start doing that, things get crazy.
When you saw my face, I was just a girl.
But those two elements are so monumental
But
in
I
this.
rocked your world, and somewhere deep inside, you know you did the same. Just a boy. I was just
Ugh.
a girl.
And to think of the legacy that they've shared together. But at the point of them meeting together, everything was just naive. It's like an unassuming meet cute for their musical love.
Your love rain on me.
Yeah, that is very, very pretty. Let your love rain down on me. I like that. I like the specific lyrics there. Let your love rain down, because I'm allowing that love to overwhelm me. Because Prince has so much love to give and gave it endlessly and continues to give it. And all you have to do as a listener, as in this case, a musical compatriot, is just to internalize that love and actually take it in rather than exist in any other state of negativity or endless grief. Because obviously in loss, in sadness, we feel all of those negative emotions, and it's not a problematic thing to feel them. But what would Prince want? What would the person remembering, being remembered, want for you? If they're truly loving, they would want you to remember them in a loving way and feel that love that they have for you through time, transcending time itself. And, there were many interesting things about that movie, Interstellar, but one of the main takeaways that always kind of initially kind of like was a little bit outlandish to me, but the more and more I think about it, it makes sense. Love is a thing that transcends time. Doesn't matter what corporeal form that we have. It is the belief in that love's persistence that allows it to transcend time. If we choose to reject that love, then it won't exist anymore, or at least it won't exist in a capacity that it was accepted. Rather, it exists with no recipient. And that would be ultimately tragic, right? Because it's just there for you to take, and you may be rejecting it callously. But it's a beautiful song, really slow moving, like moderate tempo. The main elements here, no drumming. It is just loud piano, just like melodic vocals from Sheila, and the beautiful strings that we heard in and out. I think it's an interesting stylistic choice to have the piano be almost the loudest element in this song by a considerable margin. If you were able to pick out the levels, it felt like the piano was almost tuned a little bit too much. I would have rather had them be quieter, but the thing is, and like I'll tie it into the visuals of the video we saw, it's as if in the video Prince's spirit is coming through that piano, his energy, his audacity, if you will. And so when his face gets superimposed on the face of that piano, it's as if the energy in the piano playing comes from him. I think stylistically I would have preferred her voice to be more prominent here, but I can appreciate it from the other perspective as well. Let's check out the I Miss You track from Jill Jones.
I've been sitting here a while, having a moment, thinking about.
Did you see that? 1999. Okay, here's what is this? An image?
Having a moment.
I saw it here. That's where I noticed it first.
Thinking about all the times we shared.
On like a playbill, I think the first one was.
Then some things crossed my mind, like how there were all those times you made me laugh. Made me cry. I realize you're my best friend, that I would call and not say much at all. What's wrong? I miss you, my friend.
Mia Boca. We just did a reaction to that song.
I wish you were here to relive old times again. Damn, it really blows my mind how it takes one time for someone else to show up and disrupt all the love and trust that we built. And as life goes
Hold on, I gotta pull the song back here. What are these lyrics about?
times again.
Someone's disrupting their
Damn,
relationship.
it really blows my mind how it takes one time for someone else to show up and disrupt all the love and trust that we built.
One time? What did they do?
And as life goes by, no one would expect you to lose your shine. I should've known you would be there, because you're my best friend that I would call and not say much at all.
If I'm understanding correctly here, it's as if somebody else entered the relationship of Jill Jones and Prince and caused a rift, and she's reflecting on that time and saying, how didn't we stick together through our bond? And just contemplating the friendship that they had, and obviously thinking on it fondly. So how did they get split? Is that a big part of their story? And I guess this kind of thing happens where sometimes external voices can impact the dynamics of a personal relationship, but usually it takes a very specific set of circumstances in either one or both of those individuals to kind of start listening to those outside voices, because every relationship is personal, and so you wouldn't expect somebody coming into it as an outsider for the first time to have as large of an impact. But maybe there was something revealing about their introduction. I'm going to go back again.
I wish you were here to relive old times again. Damn, it really blows my mind how it takes one time for someone else to show up and disrupt all the love and trust that we built. And as life goes by, no one would expect you to lose your shine.
See, presumably, I'm just going to harp on this for a little bit and then we'll continue. Presumably, if you've built the love and trust, then when somebody else throws a wrench into your castle you've built, you can figure it out between the two of you. Yeah, why would that be as much of a rift as it was? And I've experienced sort of similar ideas in my own personal life where I had a good relationship with somebody and an outside voice was talking negatively about either myself or the other person or just the dynamic that we shared. But it was never enough to completely derail it. It always revealed more about the outsider than it did about the relationship. But I could imagine a world in which those external voices do have an impact because, for whatever reason, the claws are in one person more than the other, and then they're ripped away.
I should have known you would be there, because you're my best friend that I would call and not say much at all. No, 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 no.
You hear the electric guitar? Very subtle in the back.
To go day by day, knowing that we never fix what was broken.
Great
Just
notes
know,
there.
my friend, you had my heart till the end. We have unfinished business.
I want to read this letter.
Till the end.
Dearest baby girl, last night I murder. Huh? You do not know it's better. God, I can't read cursive anymore. Than for you to see me. True is in my heart for you, in my soul. It's very Prince coded, that's for sure.
We have unfinished business.
Oh.
And when you've held it in your heart and it's lived in your soul, there's no explanation that can make it understandable or make it feel right when you lose someone who moved through you and you move through them. We're all connected in this game. And we miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
I agree with everything she said. It's a different kind of interpretation, right? At least as it relates to a Prince tribute compared to what we had with Sheila either. I really like the fact that in both of the songs we've sort of had Prince's energy channeled through in the performance. Like in the first song, I feel like we got a lot of that energy in the piano. In this track with Jill Jones, we heard it in the scream, just in the vocals right away. It was very, very reminiscent of what we know Prince to do, the classic pterodactyl scream. And similarly with the electric guitar, though it wasn't as like crazy as as we know Prince to be on that instrument. Those are very, very much Prince attributes, and I'm glad that in these individual performances, like it is still Jill Jones's song that she's crafted, coming from a place that is meant to tribute towards Prince. She's paying respect to him by introducing those elements. It also does work out that like a lot of the style, if they kind of rubbed shoulders with one another, just bleeds into her like natural songwriting. But I'm sure she wanted to pay that very deliberate respect to Prince. And you can see even in the visuals of the video, there's a lot of these like little artifacts that are callbacks to Prince and his discography and who he was and what he represents to so many people. But really, we can reduce it all down to what Prince meant to Jill, because I know they had a really tight relationship, and to lose a best friend, a person who you can talk to about anything in this world, that is such a rare thing. Many of us in our lives, if not for the entirety of our lives, but at least a brief moment, go without being able to speak freely to a single person. We just exist in our own silos without a voice to hear that isn't just our own, or just somebody to listen to when we're doing poorly or doing well through all of the ups and downs. Like that rock that's there, that is non-judgmental, that is lovingly there. And even if you go through your ups and downs in that relationship, you can bounce back and come together stronger and more bonded than ever before. All of my best friendships in this world, we've gone through our ups and downs. We've both made our mistakes and brought things together through communication and love. And it's unfortunate to reach a place where that is no longer possible. And of course, with the passing of Prince, it's just not possible in the same way that it was before. But that's not entirely the case. Symbolically, Prince is always here. And to play this music, it is like having that conversation with him. Even though you're not having it in the same two-way sort of street, it is... It does help with that kind of cathartic release that you would get from just bearing your heart and soul out to a friend, regardless of if they're able to hear the message in a physical way or not. I mean, there's a reason we pay respect to those who have passed, not just for them, though that is a great thing to do, but it's also for us, and to get everything off of our chests that we need to, because keeping any negative emotions or any of our loving emotions bottled inside, in my experience, only serves to harm us. And I know Prince wouldn't want that. Let's jump into the last song here. This is Over That Rainbow.
This song is dedicated.
These shoulder pads will never, never get old. I love Morris.
To my friend and brother, Prince Rogers Nelson.
Why does the left one look a lot higher up than the right? When doves cry.
A part of me left with you, and the other pieces are broken too. And I don't know where to start, because instead of words, tears flow from my heart. And I know you're somewhere over the rainbow, over that rainbow, through the purple skies amongst the stars. Tell me, when doves cry, tell me, where does the rain go? Where does the rain go? 'Cause I know it's flooding from my heart. Took you away too soon, 'cause there's just too many things that's left unsaid to you.
That's what it is, right?
I can see you smiling down. Oh, I can feel your warm rays coming from the clouds. One
Also important to bring up here, even in the last song with Jill, but there are moments of the bass like lurching up that also just is very, very reminiscent of Prince and all of the bass mastery we know him for.
warm rays coming from the clouds. One day I know I'll see you again. I hold you in my heart to the end. But you should know I miss you more than you can know. How do I face it? It's so hard. Really hard to make it so far. Going on without you. But I know you got angels around you. Oh, I know. I know you're somewhere over the rainbow. Over the rainbow. Through the purple skies amongst the stars. Tell me when. When doves cry, tell me, where does the rain go? Where does the rain go? 'Cause I know it's flooding from my heart. Flooding from my heart. And I know you're somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Through the purple skies amongst the stars. When doves cry, tell me, where does the rain go? Where does the rain go? 'Cause I know.
Wow, look at that image right here. The constellations in the form of Prince here. That is beautiful.
The rain go. 'Cause I know it's flooding from my heart. I know it's flooding from my heart. I know you're somewhere over the rainbow. Over that rainbow. Through the purple skies amongst the stars. Purple skies amongst the stars. When doves cry, tell me, where does the rain go? Where does the rain go? 'Cause I know it's flooding from my heart. It's flooding from my heart. One love.
One love.
Rest in peace, my brother.
It's like anytime I've looked up Morris Day, that picture of him with Prince always shows up. You can hear the rain, right? I think all three of these songs have mentioned rain in some kind of way. Similar lyrical themes throughout. It's a double rainbow. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And if there's any person who needs tribute songs, it is Prince. The man is so deserving. He gave so much to the world in every possible way, music just being the obvious one. His influence will be felt for generations to come. I love it. I love all of the unique ways that each of these artists today paid their tribute. I like that they also kind of remained within their style to some extent. Of course, drawing a little bit from the stylistic choices from Prince and drawing on imagery and lyrics that kind of are fitting for Prince and his body of work and just who he is. But we still got their unique characters, like anything that you think about as it relates to like Morris Day being like that frontman, that showman, the guy with a lot of energy who brings the fun and the party. It's still kind of present in this video, but it's more subdued, right? And just knowing those qualities about Morris kind of gives this performance a bit of a sadder shade, which, you know, is natural when you're reminiscing on a lost person in your life, somebody who you've thought about day in, day out, who you spent time with day in, day out. You long for that person to return to you, and they don't, and it's tragic. I like the beat in this song, I think, most of all, and the panning of the video. I like that they were, you know, just following Morris through all of the different purple environments, and that was a theme throughout these videos too. Visually, we had a lot of purple splashes and the doves and the flowers and each of the visual elements that would easily help remind us of Prince. And you even had the visual depiction of the angel, then the constellations, Prince being in the sky above, looking down at us all lovingly. And Morris, in this song, he even expresses that thought very directly. He says, "I feel your love," and that's what it is. Our job as people who are still alive and on this earth and here to appreciate Prince's music is to accept his love, not reject it. These are fun songs today. Twinge of sadness, of course, in all of them. But the way I think about it is I feel more happy that we got to experience Prince, and hopeful that can continue forward. I think my favorite song out of the three today was the Jill Jones track. Then I would probably give it to Morris, then Sheila. But let me know what your thoughts are on these tracks today in the comments down below. And if there are any other Prince tribute songs that we can take a look at, you can request them by using the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.